Good morning. Things have changed weather-wise. It's cool out this morning for a Wednesday, April the 10th, 1991. Glad to have you along on Wave 3 Sunrise. We are going to see the sunrise this morning. We're glad to have you with us. Hugh Finn will have all our news for us in just a moment. First, though, and always the first thing, we got to check out the weather. And Chief Meteorologist Tom Wills is here. Good morning.
As you mentioned, it is cooler today. As often happens in the springtime, the return of cooler weather does not just kind of slide in unnoticed. I mean, it makes big noise when it comes in. And it did yesterday around all of the Ohio. In fact, many parts of the Midwest and the East had the same thing we had here. Vicious storms throughout a large part of the day yesterday. It's all calmed down, though, now. Things have cleared out, and had a pleasant morning around the Ohio Valley. And we'll expect to see things remaining. There's a high reading about 63 degrees.
Any tornadoes actually reported yesterday?
Were several, so we say at this point unconfirmed, but relatively small tornadoes, very localized damage. But there were several around the state, across several southern Indiana. The biggest ones were occurred in West Virginia, where there were 2 deaths near Charleston. Really? But most of the episode was basically hail. I mean, there was large hail, baseball size, and in some cases even more, from Arkansas across Kentucky and West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State. I mean, it was all over the place yesterday. All
over the place yesterday. I dreamed that I spotted a tornado last night and called it in and was a hero. I don't know why I did that.
Well, good. I'm glad your hair, it's a perfect place. Yeah, well, it didn't even blow your hair out of place.
No,
it
didn't. No, it was kind of neat. I mean, I've always wanted to be able to do that. I've always wanted to be able to spot a tornado before anybody and then call it in, you know. So I did it in my dreams.
Okay, well, good.
Thank you, Tom. 2 minutes after the hour now, the news of the day, and Hugh Finn.
Okay, thank you, Larry. At least 30 barrels of oil, perhaps as much as 50 barrels of oil, leaked from the Ashland oil pipeline north of Lebanon Junction overnight. Cleaning the smelly and flammable crude oil will take all day long. In the meantime, Highway 61 is closed north of Lebanon Junction. I just got off the phone with Mark Kaiser, who is with Disaster and Emergency Services in Bullock County. He says the cleanup is being hampered by the lack of electricity in the area. He says that the oil began spilling perhaps as early as 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. It spilled into a ditch at the Ashland Oil Reservoir, and that ditch led to a creek which runs along Highway 61. The spill went for 3/4 of a mile down Highway 61, going southbound towards Lebanon Junction, crossed under the highway, and continued for another 1,800 feet. The oil also spread out into a field and perhaps into a pond. They'll have to be digging up the dirt from that field today and hauling that away. Cleanup crews are on their way from Ashland Oil. About a dozen Ashland Oil officials showed up overnight to take a look at the spill. Already some cleanup crews are in place vacuuming the oil from the ditch and from the creek, and again about 2 or 3 more cleanup crews are expected to arrive later on today. Ashland Oil officials are trying to figure out exactly what caused the leak and why that leak wasn't detected for about 8 hours. An unconfirmed report a tornado did touch down in Washington County. It caused
the target date for the Ohio Valley once again for the next big surge of thunderstorms. So,
okay. Well, this is just Wednesday.
Hate to say that, yeah, we'll probably change that several times before Saturday, but right now it looks like Saturday may be the day for the next round of storms in the area. Now we have a special return engagement this morning, folks. A little drum roll, please. Go ahead. There it is. It's back.
Yay!
A long hiatus. The tower cam. Yes, give it a hand, folks. There it is. And look what it's showing this morning.
Where has it been? Where has the tower cam been?
Tower cam had a couple burns in the lens. We took it down to get it fixed. Okay, get the burns replaced. We had the lens fixed, though. And they were taking it back up and got scratched. We had the lens reground. So it's back now. It had a nice little vacation. Spent a little time out of town, so it's now rested and ready to go again.
Well,
showing